to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, where the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets started on the next drive. The Ducks offense will start in a bad spot here thanks to that return. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. You're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down right at the 20.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Makes a quick catch. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Harvey. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to throw yet again. Grab behind the line. It's Harvey. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. So the Florida State Seminoles offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
They'll test the right side here. He'll go down, but that stiff arm earned him first down yardage.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. He's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's wide open, pulls it in. Hurdles over the defender. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the Noles looking to run some tempo here. Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Touchdown, Florida State. Solid debut for this offense.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. He puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Oregon offense comes back out on field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. A new set of downs after that completion. And the wideout goes in motion. First down, they're going to throw the football. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down.
This is a nice job here. Third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Touchdown, Seminoles. The special teams making a huge impact. Punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one. I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught behind the line. It's Harvey. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Press coverage now from these DBs. They'll try the right here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You've got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Oh, and he's got some space here. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. The Noles hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The Seminoles are in the red zone now. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And they've got the returner corralled. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but pick will set up the offense at the 35.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Looking for the wideout. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll run it from the gun. Finding some room at the 25. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know. I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warrick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. And the Noles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
The Noles come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying for a fourth down completion. This football incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously,
that one's picked off. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 mark. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. That completion makes it second and medium. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Lofting it toward the left sideline. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. So great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Looks left and finds his target there. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looking to throw it on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it's first down, but then just kneel down before halftime here. The Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this deep to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Man, you know, the back... here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick grab. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out.
Touchdown, Seminoles. And the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Harvey. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Short connection to the tight end here. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. He hands it off from the gun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And he's got his man open downfield. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return begins inside the 10. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down with a veteran quarterback. Shows off that trademark arm strength. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Punt quickly. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
Looking for a gap. It's Harvey. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around. He's out and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And it's good right down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Looks like a man. After the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A gain makes it second and medium. The shotgun running play call. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. With 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he fires the football to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. The Seminoles come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Knowles. This one is getting ugly. Now here comes the point after attempt.
Chris, this is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's an out route, the catch made. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Snags the quick throw. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. First and 10 play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Harvey. Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw it again. That pass is caught. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. And the Ducks line up on first and 10 now. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Great move there. And he runs it out just short of the end zone there.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Number 29 with the carry.
And it's good.
The extra point is good.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
That makes the score Florida State 42.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Powerful running here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. And the Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance.